Welcome to Amateur Decorating Like a Pro. I'm Catherine.
Several weeks ago, I posted an invitation for an open collab on Instagram, and it basically said you could post a story on Instagram or a video here on YouTube. Guys, I'm so excited about this. I started recycling. I did my napkin rings, for instance. I'm using these from Fall, and I am simply removing the sunflower and adding succulents from the Dollar Tree. You don't put a lot of hot glue on there because you won't be able to peel that flower off when you want to recycle it again. And isn't that a cool idea? Beautiful succulent napkin ring, inspired by this one at Pier 1 for $3.95. Now, I love moss. You know that. I did a centerpiece with it last year. But I got this from Michael's. It's about $9. And then, of course, you use the 40% off coupon. And then when you take that moss just laid out, it smells terrible when you take it out of the plastic. So make sure you air it out for a couple of days. The chunky short vase comes from Dollar General. $3. I have 9 of them right now. I love them. They are about 5 inches in diameter, and that's a pretty good size when you want to do a floral arrangement. And paying $3 at Dollar General is indeed a bargain. Every other place that I've found them, it's around $9. So we take our foam and a sharp knife. Don't remove the plastic and just cut away the corners. That's all you do. Now this is a floral arrangement where you will not need any hot glue at all. Making that cut with the plastic on keeps it from getting too messy. Now we take our cut pieces of moss, and all we have to do is wrap the moss around the foam, leaving about maybe a ½ inch on the bottom. Yeah, you might have to cut away a little more if it doesn't fit inside the vase or vase. So you see, once you wrap the moss around the foam, you don't need to add any glue. All you have to do is slide in the bottom, remember the bottom from the top, and the moss will wrap around the bottom of the foam at the bottom of the vase. And then fold over the moss at the very top. If you want to, you can put toothpicks there to hold it down, but you really don't have to, because when you insert your flowers, that's what's going to hold the moss down. Again, no glue required. I used my scissors to burrow a hole through the moss into the foam, and then I inserted the flower. I have purged quite a few silks already, and I'm basically keeping the plastic ones around. And I'm removing them from the stems, inserting a little toothpick here and there, and inserting them right inside the foam. Well, my Dollar Tree succulents have never looked better. I left ample spacing where I could add other picks of different colors or even seashells, depending on where I place them in my home. I love this idea. Now, I had pre-cut some of my succulents, in other words, removed the stem, and I just basically just placed them on the top. That's that coral one there. It's just lying on top of the moss. Beautiful. Now the same trick applies to my long-stemmed silk florals. I do the same thing. I'm making a hole inside of the foam and inserting the flower. But I have to make a cut because they are super long, and I've had these tulips for a couple of years. They were purchased at Hobby Lobby. I'm only going to leave one of the leaves attached to the flower when I insert it inside of the foam. Now these Hobby Lobby flowers are really thick, so I'm peeling back the leaf with great care. I don't want to break it off completely. And this is the bottom leaf, and I'm using my wire cutters to basically bend that wire a couple of times before it just breaks. And I'm not applying a lot of pressure, so don't feel like this is a lot of work for me. Now all of my flowers and succulents in this video are recycled, but you can also find them at Dollar Tree or Hobby Lobby. Now I'm going to insert the bottom portion here, but I'm going to cut the stem off a little bit later, and you won't see that on camera. So I'm measuring here just how much I will need to cut away. And then where I have created my hole, I'm inserting the tulip. So there are 4 tulips in each container, and there are 4 bottom stems or bottom of the flowers with 1 leaf on it in between each of the flowers. So I'm basically inserting 8 items inside of the foam. Now I added 3 of the single leaves on the outside, and I added 1 in the center because I wanted them to look a little full. So what do you think, guys? I can put these absolutely anywhere. I mean, I can put them in the living room, the den, the bathroom, on the nightstands, and these are beautiful arrangements. And the moss inside the glass just gives it that spring touch that we're all looking for. A few of my friends and I are excited to share our spring or Easter tablescapes with you tomorrow on March the 20th. We hope you'll join us. See you then.
Thanks a lot for watching. And as always, stay in prayer and stay creative. Happy spring, everyone.
If you're not a subscriber, please consider doing so today. And remember, stay in prayer and stay creative.